Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася.
Okay, Monday, August 28th, 2023. It's around dusk in Lviv, and I don't know how many times I've tried this to give a walking tour of the Rynok Square, but let's give it a go. Last time my sound went out, I didn't charge the batteries. Time before that, the sound wasn't connected properly, so let's see how this works. Anyway, I'll give you a walk here, and we're approaching the Rynok Square from I think it's the south end. I'm not sure. So there's like a famous restaurant here. This is Churrasco, a Brazilian restaurant. This has been around since I started coming to Lviv almost 10 years ago. The other ones change all the time, like this one, Hash. This one here is just like a water pipe place. So I actually don't know a lot of these places myself. I just usually go to a couple places myself. So I usually just visit like this Meat and Justice restaurant, another one called Arsenal. There's a vegetarian restaurant. I really have a narrow scope of the places that I visit, but I'm aware of the other ones. I mean, of course, I like the wood-fired pizza. There's a couple of those places around here. I don't think they're immediately in the square, but we'll take a walk through here, and give you a look on how this all is. But I'll tell you, this GoPro thing, it's really a you have to check a lot of stuff. You have to check the sound, you have to check the camera, you have to make sure everything is charged up. I've been solely buying accessories and everything to make all this easier and more reliable. So, whoops, people jumping in front of the camera. So let's see. All right, we have to wait for this car to run by. Yeah, it's only in Ukraine. You get the mix of the East and the West. It's so this is our City Hall building, Ratusha they call it. The rat house, as they would say in German. So this used to be a city, Austrian-Hungary Empire, and then it was a Polish city. If you look at some of the older pictures in this cafe, stuff was written in German, in English letters. And then, of course, when the Russians came, the Soviets or whatever people call them, I'm not sure what the politically correct term is, assholes or whatever. I'm not sure what the right word is for them, but when they came, they changed everything to Cyrillic. And I think it's starting to, the Western Ukrainian thing is starting to wake up again. So I'm not sure. The English is definitely picking up more and more. We have some guys playing the violin here. So yeah, we get a lot of that, a lot of street performers. There's a tunnel here. Maybe I'll make, depends on how much, how good the light holds up. Maybe we'll walk through some of these tunnels. I should probably come out a little bit earlier, then a bit stronger light. The other day I posted that video too, the one that kind of where the sound went out, the battery died, for my Røde Go II with a lavalier mic. So I charged the receiver, or I charged the transmitter but not the receiver. But now I've done like a complete battery check on everything, so yeah, this looks like it's going good. It's all very interesting. This is Bar Mushi, a seafood place. I think this other one here is, Basilica Italian. There's a lot of architecture here. This is really fascinating to an American, right? And, you know, you grow up in America, we don't have like these hundreds of years old buildings, except when you go to like Boston or, you know, places like that, you know, on the East Coast. And even then, they're not done up this nice in Austrian fashion. They're more English, you know, obviously the English were there, and some Scandinavians were there, and Dutch were there, and they have a more plain architecture. But this was done really like in a, you know, fancy way. You know, so yeah, I know it'd be a lot easier now to build this than it was then. You know, you have all this, you know, molded concrete and 3D printing and all this sort of thing. So yeah, we could probably build a city like this in America if we wanted to. Maybe we should. You know, get city centers back again. You know, have a more normal life instead of depending on the cars all the time. You know, so this is all like tributes to the war. Different people who have given their lives. You know, so yeah, it's all so very sad. You know, this whole situation. You know, there was this guy. This English guy living in Russia, and he was complaining about his, I think I talked about this on one of my walk in the woods. I find his videos funny and entertaining, but he was complaining about being demonetized. And there he was totally oblivious to the situation going on. You know, all the, you know, the things that the Russians have done is just absolutely, I mean, even from a Russian point of view, it's stupid, it's suicidal. I mean, the whole world now is turned against them. Even the Chinese are like, acting with caution because they know they don't want to. They already know that the Americans have woken up and know that they have to, you know, be less dependent on the Chinese. I mean, Trump had that right. You know, we have to get off that Chinese dependence and do everything we can to weaken their economy, so we're not empowering them to you know, rule our lives and destroy our civilization. You know, and it looks like, I mean, you know, they're looking at projecting power, and you know, if you look at all their development, you can see this building here is being done by the Americans, or funded by the Americans, I should say. You know, but yeah, it's a lot of nice buildings here, and you know, life has really gone on. You know, it's not as like it used to be. I can tell you that. It's really hard to get here. The airport's closed. You know, the border. You know, you're going to spend, I don't know, anywhere from 2 to 10 hours on the border. It really depends on the time of day. I mean, there have been times I've gotten over it in 2 or 3 hours, and times it's taken a good 8 or 10 hours. You know, it just really all depends. You know, people don't like that. You know, we're living in an age of convenience and age of when, you know, people like to have everything easy. And so it takes a special kind of tourist to come here. We have a lot of artists here as well. So, yeah. I want to, it'll be another 2 weeks before I can do I'm going to Truskavets this weekend, so I won't be able to get a weekend filming of the city, you know, like what's going on here. But maybe in 2 weeks I'll come back on a Friday or Saturday night, but the summer will be over, so I have to wait till next year to get a nice summer video. This is the last leg of the Rynok, I think. Yeah, so far so good. We got sound, and we're coming on like 10 or 11 minutes, which is the ideal length for these videos. So, yeah, so we're going to go to this Truskavets. I'll make some videos there of Western Ukraine. We're going to get a car soon. Baby is now, 21 going on 22 weeks, so I don't know. I guess we calculated the possible dates could be as early as December 18th and as late as January 14th. I'm hoping she comes this year. hope she shows up this year. And it's not just for the tax break, but but you know, if the baby comes on the last day of the year, you get the tax break for the whole year. My boss in the consulting company where I work told me that. He's a funny guy. So this is a Azov battalion symbol here, despite what people say. Maybe we can just round out the square and then maybe make another video going through the tunnels. You know, so let me just finish this out and then I'll make follow-on videos of walking through the tunnels here. So yeah, the Azov battalion is a bit controversial, but you know, the people say they're, you know, whatever, fascists or Nazis or whatever, but my dentist is affiliated with that battalion, and he's done me right, he's done my teeth right, and I know a lot of foreigners that are serving in that battalion, and they're not white, and they're not Christian, or they're not fascist or whatever. So it's like the media makes up a lot of stuff, I don't know, and they're even like enforcing the Russian narrative or something. It seems like things are a bit twisted at times, you know, with the reporting. But yeah, anyway, yeah, this is, I just want to show you, this is our wonderful square. And yeah, I hope this video, I hope this one is a keeper, as one would say. So anyway, take care and have a nice day.